Hello and welcome to 7th Gear Racing. This is Tier 2 for the double header at Singapore. Last night we saw Tier 1. Myself winning my second race of the season. Joel just out. Should be getting disqualified. He is on a qualifying ban. That is why you see him drive backwards on track. He'll be starting at the back of the grid after did license points enough for a quali ban. Not the best track to have a quali ban on, but we shall see. But we have a dry quali anyway. Hopefully a dry race as well. That'd be quite rare. 2 in a row at Singapore. But Muddy Warrior is the first car out tonight. He is everybody on the softs at the minute. Softs don't really last very long. We saw last night. Probably around about 6 laps before they start really dying off. The longest time, or lap time around here on the calendar. So Muddy Warrior then to start things off in the Haas. 2 poles to his name this season. See if he gets his third one tonight. He hasn't put his qualifying form into the race as of yet. I'm looking forward to seeing him. It's a bit more. He's fairly new still. 8 races in. 7GR career. Already. There's 2 poles to his name. No podiums, no wins. Actually his only finish in the top 10 is at Portugal, which is 9th place, and the rest of them either DNS or disconnects, because he is disconnected from a few very good positions, like Japan. He was in the top 3. There's another one as well, I can't quite remember. He was disconnected. See when he sets tonight. We did see Rhino on pole last night, who's racing tonight. He's tier 2. That was a 35.7, so that is the time to beat. And Rhino finished second in that. He pushed me all the way, and he grabbed the victory. So I'd definitely say Rhino is a firm favourite tonight, but there we go, first lap of the night is a 36.3, so about 5/10 off last night's pole time to start things off. Every single car out on track right now. So Front Fender is lap. So there's Vicky Chapel. You had a very good race in Tier 1 last night. For Tier 3 drive, you finished P4, which is very impressive. Here's Rhino starting a lap tonight, as I just said. So I think Fresh in the Haas is the next one across the line. He's got Alpine of Poe behind him, who's also on a lap. Fresh does a 39.0. And Poe invalidated, then Bio goes P2 momentarily, and then 5-second Ks, 2 Frenchmen beat them. 2 and 3. Here comes the championship winner. Wrapped that up last week. 4 and goes P2. 36.9. And I think the constructors have also wrapped up. Bio and Vaughan, I think, have that in the bag. So there's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's done and dusted as well. So it is all about pride tonight. So you can come out on top. Muddy Warrior still on top. It's last week's pole sitter. Goes into P2. Finlay P3. Fusion Gamer set time for enough P7. I am quite surprised. I say no one going for the mediums, but Toe is on to the mediums. He's trying these out. And, the last corner now for his first lap of the night. And it's P11 140.0, so you'd hope to improve. Medium strategy is the one to go for, I think. You do have a likelihood of that safety car, especially around Singapore. And we're on board with Thomas, who's making his 50th appearance in 7GR tonight. A long-awaited 50th appearance, one of the originals from season 1, round 1. Of course, he is the, I want to say, 3-time Tier 1 champion. It's been such a long time ago now, I can't quite remember. Did take a season break as well, so hell, we're in season 7 now, so time flies by. So Thomas, obviously season 1 winner, season 2 winner. A 2-time champion, I believe. No, it is free, sorry. It is free. Free championships to his name, Tier 1. Now he is on the wheel, so his pace has gone down, but there we go. P5 puts himself very good lap there from Thomas. So go around again. He's starting another lap. Rhino has invalidated his first one, as he's now gearing up for his second lap. Poe in reserve tonight, as well as Dylan. We have lost Lenny somewhere along the line. He's had a really good race in Tier 1 last night. He sort of faded away from at the end, but he was behind me at one point, around about P5 late on. Not quite sure what happened after that, but Lenny does seem to like the street circuits. Oh, very, very late call. Literally on the buzzer. He's on the Williams tonight. So right on board for the rest of this lap then from Rhino. Let's see if he can get back-to-back poles here in Singapore. Last week he got back-to-back wins. What in Monaco, Tier 1, and then Brazil in Tier 2 last week. He has raced in Tier 1 for most of the season, and you can see he does just race with better drivers, faster drivers. You just can learn a few things and really improve a bit of toe on these mediums. Probably slightly impeding in there, but toe I think was on a hot lap as well, so he's entitled to be there. And then there we go, Rhino 3 tenths quicker, sorry, on just doing 3 laps on those softs, so we'll need to improve it at times because he does not want to be starting on those. See if anyone be able to get anywhere near him. Dylan will be next across the line. He's in the Aston Martin tonight. Let's see what he can do. Yes, that's P12 for Dylan. Worst place to be. Starting the mediums. Fire starting a lap. And we're going to go all the way back to an Alpine, which is possibly Poe. I think it is. Currently in P15's season on in lap, so he's not going to sing at time. So we're just getting a few practice runs in. So maybe it's Aston Martin Fizek again. He's on fresh tyres. Let's stay on board with him. He went faster ahead, didn't quite see the time, but to see the minus. Currently P9. Sorry, got on P4 as I was trying to figure out what the bot doing in Discord, but they were in Muddy Warrior now, provisional pole, 35.8, so only a 10th off last night's pole, and again Muddy Warrior looking very competitive here in Tier 2. Just 1 second, let me see what's going on. By moves up to P7. Well, there you go, that would be why, because for some reason it's not connected to the Twitch anymore. Just wondering why it didn't ping everybody when we go live, but we are live. So back with you in 1 second, boys. Hopefully that's fixed for tomorrow. So what's happened here? Fire Defender up to P4 in the Alfa Romeo. Top down to P8 L1. On a lap, he's currently P9. He's down board for the rest of the Sector 3. Let's see what he can do. Obviously not up on his time, so he's going to abort and go into the pits, win it. So is he on a lap? No, he's not, so all the way back to Sector 1, Richie Chapel. In the Williams, as I mentioned earlier on, he had a very good performance last night in Tier 1. Very low on ERS, so I'm not sure he's going to complete this lap or not. Did qualify P12 or 13 last night in Tier 1, so does seem to enjoy this track. But he is 3/10 up, but I think that will go because it's very low on ERS. Just a random yellow flag in Sector 3, everybody's still going. He just taps the ball there. Will he complete this lap? Because it could be his last one. Can't quite see the time. He does go to complete it, and there we go. Did lose a 10th in the end, doesn't move anywhere. Still can't see. There we go, just under 3 minutes left of the session. Paul goes up to P12. And that's across the line now. Kelly Miller's back tonight. He's had a few weeks break, but it's good to see him back. He's currently P11. Into pits he goes for final run. So now on to the sauce. Curry last of the runners. Should see some improvement here. We'll go on board for the full lap then of Toto in the AlphaTauri. Let's see what he can do. He's 40.0 on the mediums. Expect him to improve that by at least a second or two. And there we go, Rhino beating his pole time from last night by a 10th. He is the one to beat. He's had a lot of practice as well. I actually missed Toe's delta there, but he is now going into blind sort of braking zone. It's very easy to walk up, very easy to miss your break point. Second DRS straight, not really long enough to make any overtakes. Very busy sector 3. I'll keep an eye on time to see if anyone moves up or down. Most of these guys are starting a lap. But there we go, there's on board of Toe. Let's see if he can get any higher than 19th. He does, up to P17. Goes ahead of Poe and Fresh. Muddy Warrior, can he challenge for provisional pole? And yes, he can. A 35.611. A very, very good lap there from Muddy Warrior. Showing he can mix it in with Rhino, who's had a very, as I mentioned again, very, very good race at Tier 1. There's Fisek facing the wrong way here. He's had a little spin. Time has ticked down, so Ryan and Vaughan are done. Vaughan goes up to P3. Mighty Warrior stealing provisional pole at the perfect time. Might even be on another lap. Can't really see anyone else taking this position. Paul has invalidated. Winners has invalidated. Bio will be next then. Is the car to beat. I can't see anyone in the grid who may beat him. Bio has come in. So Poe next across the line. He goes P16. Finley just behind, did not improve. Toe, can he get any higher than 18th? No, he can't, despite improving by nearly 4 tenths. Thomas come around the last corner. Now he's down in his time. Improves the last set though. Really good lap there from Thomas, up to P7. Fine Defender is on an in lap. Oh, yep. That's Case. He's one potential, but he's looks like he's avoided this lap as well. He's the only car able to beat Muddy Warrior, so Muddy Warrior on pole. Yeah, Tier 1's track pole time from last night. And 6 tenths quicker than the next car. Rhino and Muddy on 6 tenths back. And then the rest of the field is fairly close. 3 tenths isn't really a lot around this track for the nature of how long it is, but there we go, Muddy Warrior on pole for the 3rd time this season. Rhino P2, missing out by 200 of a second there. 4 on P3, the championship winner. Winners P4, K's P5, Finley P6, Thomas P7, Fun Defender, Fisek Bio is your top 10. And these guys, don't discount any of these guys from the mediums. It's a good strategy. Killer Miller, Paul, Future Gamer, Dylan, Lenny, Poe, Richie, Toe, Fresh, and then Joel, who's serving a quali ban. As I say, if you're on the mediums, you can easily do the one-stop medium to hard, or hard to medium, whatever you fancy. You can still do the one-stop if you're on the soft to hard, but it is very not viable. But there we go, that is probably why everybody was on the sauce, because it is a wet start. So that strategy, as I just explained, is now completely out the window. So what is it? Is it full wets? Nope, it's intermediates. And I did say it'd be very rare to have 2 races in a row on a dry track. On a dry track on that. At Singapore. Just tell me we're ready up time for these guys. 50. So wet conditions for the start of this race then. Everybody's keep that quiet. Normally there's some sort of uproar in the chat when there's rain involved, but they kept that one quiet this week. Yeah, have to be very cautious in the turn 1 and lap 1, especially round the blind sort of braking zone. Be very careful, especially in the wet. It's going to be easier to lock up. I think it's going to catch a few people out, I think. So 1 minute to go to the go time. So remind you, all the standings. It is Vaughan secured the championship, 176 points. And Joel, 102 points. Charlie, who's not raced tonight, 78 points. Rhino, 75. And Finley on 66. Just looking, where is it? Yeah, so only 151 points for the last season's winner of Adam, which shows how close it was. And if it does stay in this, according to the game, it is 2-stop. Everybody get a feel for these conditions on the formation lap. Let's get this all thing up. Somebody is on the grid still. Who's that? Fusion Gamer now only just get going. Maybe he wasn't there. Also now for Terry, has spun off. Who is that? Is that So? It is So. So to get a feel for conditions, you can see how tough it is out there. Bad luck for Joel. It's this rain, that's not going to help him. But he does have the pace to cut through the field. He's got to be patient. In these conditions, people will make mistakes. It doesn't look like it's raining that hard. Whether it's going to get worse or not is another question. Money Warrior probably, well, he could have slowed, well, it's up to him of course, he is the leader, but if I was in the lead and see Fusion Game Up miles behind, I would be slowing that grid right down. Fusion Gamer should be going at race pace here to try and catch up. It's so far behind, just missing the start of the formation lap. Guys in the grid are going to get cold tyres. Alright then, so here we go. Round 10 for Tier 2 at Singapore. And we have 5 red lights and away we go. It looks a fairly even start by the two runners. Front runners as cars. Here someone's had a very bad start, that is Ford in the Ferrari. Had no traction at all going off the line. He's already down 13 places. Find Defender up 4 places. He had a fantastic start up into P4. He had a really good race as well. Then Tier 1 there's Finley is spun around there. He's a bit ghosted. I'm not sure what happened there. Made contact with Find Defender. Goes Dylan, makes a move up here, up the inside of Paul. Is he? Oh, not Paul. It's Fusion Game Up in the Alpine as they go 3 wide through there. The other Alpine of Poe squeezing down there on the inside. I think there's some contact. I did hear the thump of the wall, but maybe not. So there we go. Poe into the wall. Fusion Game as well. Both Alpines. Big damage, and we have a VSC. And a really poor angles at Thomas's round as well. And a really poor angle of what actually happened there. We went 3 wide into the straight as well. And when it's under fuel, I would say it's a bad idea on Singapore, but it is in the wet, so you probably can get away with it. Now the game's telling me it's a 1-stop for England. So the 1-stop should be fine then. Thomas, did he get damaged from that spin? I think he's okay. He spun around. Right, Poe is now DNF. He's hit the wall in the bridge. Be interested to see what actually happened there. we are green again. Muddy Warrior leads us for lap 2 run, picking up a 5-second penalty by speeding in the pit lane. Also picking damage from that start as well. Lenny, Fusion Gamer also into the pits. Okay, he's already have a 3-second time penalty. Just double check that it is. Well, that's a drive-through for K speeding underneath the VSC. Mo just a bit too early at the restart. It's really bad for K's. He was having a really good qualifying. He's looks like he's sorted his internet out, but unfortunately, gave himself a drive-through. So it is Muddy Warrior from runner to win its fine defender. K's, who has that drive through, so we Bio, Killer Miller had a good start. Isaac, Paulie and Dylan are your top 10 currently. Fresh had a very good start, he was at the back of the grid, now he's up to P11. Teo as well. Joel with a qualifying band, is up a few places, he does tag the wall there, but I think he's okay. Finley had that incident on lap 1. And Lenny onto the hard tyres. I don't know if that's a mistake or it is going to be dry weather soon. He might have, I don't know, he just took the gamble because he had that damage or whatever. As you can see, Thomas setting the fastest lap of the race shows that it is very much intermediate weather. So it'll be interesting what the driver do if it does dry up in the next few laps. It surely have to be hard to the end, as Paul has spun round here. He's lost his wing or some sort of incident. He ran well in the points, but now he is going to be pitting. Killer Miller making a move here on Bio. Fizek trying to get involved as well. He does tap the back of Killer Miller. Got a rare damage, so Toe is past Fresh for P9. Fresh also losing a position to Joel, is he? He is. Fresh moving backwards now. After that good start. Bio holds on for P5 in a minute. Killer Miller. A good return so far. 2 Aston Martins next. And then we have Toe Train. Who's fallen 4.3 seconds off the pace. Joel, Fresh, Richie, Thomas, Finley just behind these. And a few other guys just trying to catch up as Fusion Gamer has spun off once again. Muddy Warrior sets the fastest lap of the race. He's 1.4 seconds in the lead here. And Bio into the pits as he had contact with the wall. Looks like there's no wing ready for him. On go the tries. So still, well, it has stopped raining, it looks like actually. Still a few drops. But a couple of guys now got a toe onto the softs. Loads of guys coming in the pits, so Jeff just told him it's time for dries. Got some different strategies as well, medium, softs, hard tyres going on. Falling into the pits as well. Again, no damage. I saw that 5-second time penalty. Yeah, it has stopped raining. It is a long lap round Singapore. So probably by the time they got round again, it probably would be dry weather. I still don't think it's... No. You can see the top 10 still out on the inters. They have thing to lose. These guys behind, now on the dry tyres, they don't really have much to lose, so they probably thought try and get the undercut. Well, so Jeff has told them as well. Thomas has spun round, lost his wing, so he'll be in. Very unfortunate, but we do see a purple sector there from Bio, suggesting now it is time to come in. But Fresh has DNF'd, and this will bring out the safety car, and it is. So Rhino has wing damage. Everybody gets a free pit stop now, who is in the top 10 onto the dry tyres. Slight double stacking there after a second or two. Wing damage as well for Killer Miller. So we'll see what the order is when everything's settled down. As Thomas Wings magically reappears after they take it off. Oh, and Toe gets a drive through. And so does Vaughan. I did notice last night how crazy the delta is around here. It was 1 minute, it was like 2 seconds in the green, and then you'd go around one corner and all of a sudden you're like 5 seconds in the red. It's like, you have to go very slow for the delta around here. Right, so the new order is Muddy Warrior still leads. Winnets, Fine Defender have jumped Rhino after that damage. Isaac up to P5, Bio up to P6. Killer Miller lost a couple of positions from the double stack. Dylan up to P8. Finley now back in to the points. You start lagging about everywhere. Toe now P10, he has a drive through. Richie Chappell, P11 now Joel, P12, Kays, Paulie, Thomas, Warner the drive through, Lenny and Fusion game up. So everybody who's on the mediums now will do a medium. Everybody who's on the softs like Winnets, Bio, Joel, Warner, Lenny. Can't see them pitting again unless there is a safety car. So you have to say Winnets is currently the man in the net P1 position, because these mediums are not going to go to the end. They last about 16, 17 laps maximum, I'd say. There's not going to be enough to go to the end for sure, but these hards can just about go to the end, I think. Can do about 20 odd laps on them. Wait for Fusing Gamer to recap the pack. He's quite far away 37 seconds behind. No lap at least, so use the game and we'll be able to catch the back of the pack. Everybody now on the back, kind of a double whammy for Toe here because he's got that drive through and he'll be pitting in like 5-6 lap times as well, so he'll be like a pit stop and a half behind. So Mighty Warrior now slowing down the pack, getting ready for the restart on lap 7. Safety cars do tend to come one after another now as everyone has caught up. We are back in dry conditions now, so everybody should be cautious still. And Mighty Warrior has 7 minutes. Maybe sleeping a little bit, and here we go, find defender on the attack straight away and gets the move done into turn 1. And Rhino tries, or Fozek sorry, tries to move on Rhino as well, didn't quite come off. Find defender jumping Winnets at the start there, Winnets on the hard tyres out, so he'll be under threat from Rhino next, and already Winnets is at least at 2 places and maybe even 3. Fizek goes for the dive down the inside, gets the move done. That's a lovely move. I thought it was going to crash the Rhino, but controlled that very nicely. And it's up to P4. Winnets loses 3 positions on the start. The Haas aren't very good around here. They do get you to the end. See which strategy will be the best come the end of the race. Toe has served his drive through already. Joel on the back of Richie, looking for double points. And 2 races. Finley fighting his way back through the field after that one incident. Doing a good job up in P8, so on the back of Bio. Seems to have a lot more pace. Bio on the hards. Hold of Finley back here, but there goes Finley, gonna pump the ERS and potentially make the move into turn 1. Side by side, Bio curbs slightly. So they're still side by side, and the Aston Martin Dillon trying to get involved as well. He's probably got a very good view of this. Let's go on board. Finley does get past with that extra traction on the exit. Trying to line up next. It's Muddy Warrior showing he's it's got some pace around here. 2.1 seconds is the lead. Everybody and myself thought Rhino could potentially run away with this one after his performance last night. Muddy Warrior is actually in the. I think he raced last night as well, but he's showing a different level to what he showed last night. That's for sure. Finley now up to P6 when it's falling back through the field. He gets very slidey on the exit there, and this is going to give Bio an opportunity to close the gap when it's really not enjoying his hard tyres. Pulling away, Rhino trying to get past Fine Defender. I think DRS is enabled this lap, so we could see a move here. And it is certainly enabled, and here we go. On that DRS, it should be a nice easy move. So Rhino up to P2, let's see if he can close that gap to Muddy Warrior in front. Kilometre potentially go for the move on 5 sec, doesn't quite get close enough. Field, we've got the Winnets train. Bio, Dylan, Richie, Joel, Kays, Paul, Thomas, Lenny, Fuse and Gable all on the back of this train. And of course you've got Toe forming at the back who's served them drive-throughs. So 2.3 seconds is the gap. We'll see if that comes down in lap 2 of time as Killer Miller going for the move on 5 sec. Side by side to go. Killer Miller does have the inside line. 5 sec trying to hold it, but we'll have to concede. Killer Miller up to P4, so Alpha Man doing very well this race. Finley back up to P6. He is looking like he's about to crash into the wall, but he's looking very pacey tonight. I said just about held into that DRS, so give him a chance to get back. But Finley down the inside now passes Fizek. Fizek will have the DRS though for this time. No, he won't be close enough. He's set up for P6 for now, so can anyone pass Winnets? Bio any move? Fusion Gamer going deep. Lenny having a little battle there, but he's on the hard, so he couldn't get traction. Get the traction down, but I think Fusion Gamer let him back past. Fusion Gamer maybe felt he did a poor move on Lenny, or unfair move, whatever you want to call it. very sporting. He gave it back. Vaughan going for the move on. So is he? No, not quite. The battle for P17 there. Two strugglers at the back there. We did see Killer Miller. Well, Vaughan is out. So we just went off board, so we didn't see what happened, and that brings out another safety car. Now this is interesting. Killer Miller is saved because he's disconnected. But short. Bars medium runner. I'll go to the half now. 5 sec into the pits. The only person to go into the pits. Someone else coming in. Who is that? K's. K's on to the mediums. That's going to be tight for those mediums to finish. But K's 5 sec going back. So is Thomas. Toe stayed out. Why is Toe stayed out on these softs? 5 sec just gets out ahead of him. I mean, these softs only have like 2-3 laps left of life in them. Very strange that they're doing that before, so I mean. But Killer Miller is saved by the safety car because he got disconnected and didn't lose any positions in the end. Very surprised. There's only 3 pit stops during the safety car. I mean, for me, I would definitely 100% gone to the hard tyres yet. I think the mediums can. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight if the mediums get to the end. And that's fresh mediums as well. The guys who've stayed out definitely know it's not going to happen. If it does, then fair play. But there we go, Muddy Warrior. Faking he is going into the pits. He baited me there. So everybody's staying up still. Does Toe come in this time? Yes, he does. And probably the right decision. And we'll go to mediums, and they'll hopefully get to the end for Toe. We do, he's actually on for a decent result here. This car is in that everybody has caught up. So just under halfway of this race. It's still Muddy Warrior from Rhino, Find a Fender, Killer Miller, Finley. Win It's Bio, Dylan, Richie, Joel is top 10. Really not sure where the strategy is going this race. I think there's medium runners who are out now, who has not pitted. I think they need another safety car to help them. Anyway, Muddy Warrior has set them, can Fire Defender get another good restart? Not this time, Rhino stays ahead. Joel is past Richie just about. He does get himself a secret track limit wall of the shore, that one. There you go, it's past Fizek. Or is he just side by side as they emerge? Could even be free wide here. Lenny involved in this as well. Lenny just ahead at a minute. That's going to go free wide into the corner. Are they down the inside? Fusion Gamer, and I was going to say, do not want to put your nose there. Thomas also caught up in that. And if you're going to go down the inside to make it free wide, I think you're always going to take that risk of being turned into. Car in the middle can't give any room to the inside, he can't give any room to the outside, so he has to sort of turn in, especially in a track like Singapore where the street circuit is too much room. If you're a gamer, just eyes it up there. Then he potentially has damage there. There's a lot of understeer there. I can't see any visual damage. But there was definitely damage somewhere. It could even be Thomas. I think it was Thomas, the unfortunate person who got collected there. And he'll probably retire in the pit lane, to be fair, I won't blame him. We'll get back in the pits then. These guys are going to continue. Very demotivating for those guys. So front two are getting away from Fine Defender. Kilomena, his teammate, just behind. Scored some decent points for Alfa Romeo. Finney does just tag the wall slightly, but again, any damage. Joel right on the back of Dylan. He's pushing the Aston Martin along. On board with Fizek, who's currently fighting for those points. He's on the fresher mediums, so grip levels will be a lot more in this battle. But he is stuck in that DRS train. But look at that traction there. Don't know if Richie Chapel just maybe moved out the way for him, but either way, Fizek now into points. But we'll go for the battle for lead because the DRS is now enabled. Right. First opportunity to attack, but I think he's too far behind. And both these guys have used a lot of ERS. It's a restart. Two rounds staying as they were. Any more moves? Fuzzy. Careful. He's on the fresher tyres, so he will be braking later than these guys, but they've got to be careful. Brake too late. Caught rain out last night when he was chasing down me and Ryan on his old tyres. Me and Ryan braking a lot earlier. Then rain on those fresh softs. Fizek potentially go for a move down the inside. There we go, can break later, but he has touched his teammate. Again, got away with it. Then we lose toe. This could be our third safety car, and yes it is. So again, the game just showing how crap it is, really, the inconsistency. Last night we had 9 people finished, so we had 16, 17 car grid, 9 people finished. We only had 2 safety cars, I think, at the most, and already 4 DNS and then 3 safety cars already. So everybody, apart from the top 5, taking advantage of this free pit stop. Killer Miller onto the sauce. What's he doing? They're not going to last, surely. I mean, they can get to the end, I think, but after about lap 5, you're on even or worse pace than the mediums. That's a mistake there from Killer Miller, I think, for sure. He's now out the points as well. Right, so the new order is Winnets out in front now. Bio P2, Fizek, who just rejoined the lobby. He's in P3 now. Very good. Worked out very nice for him. Joel and K's are top 5, and I said these guys are not going to be pitting again. And now they have track position. Money Warrior down in 6th place now. He's gone on to the hards. He's got any medium tyres left. One defender, Finley, Paul now in the top 10. Killer Miller's gone to the sauce, as I said. I don't think that's going to work. If it does, then fair play to him. Lenny P12 now. Dylan down to P13. Fusion Gamer, Richie Chappell. Big loser, that safety car. He's down to P15, but Thomas now back in this race. Hopefully he catches before the safety car comes in. So from here, I really don't know who's going to win it. Possibly Fizek, you know. He's made an aggressive move early on, but I think if he plays this right, he can pass these 2 hard runners fairly early on. He also has to be patient. He can hopefully build a gap. He's got Joel behind him on the hards as well, so there's like 3 cars as buffers. If Fizek does manage to pass these 2 ahead, then he can slowly build that gap up, I think, and potentially win this race. Thomas still catching the back up. Don't think the safety car will come in this lap now. So another couple of minutes, I leave the safety car. Right, so safety car should be in the lap then. Here we go. Lots and lots of chances. It is a very tough one to call from here. Yeah, Willits looking for his only second win. Bio looking for his first. Fizek looking for his first. Joel not won a race for a while, I believe. And let's see when his last race win was. So that was China, all the way back in March. So plenty of opportunities. K's not won a race for a while. Muddy Warrior looking for his first win. Plenty of chances. And Rhino, Fine Defender didn't. All in the pits. On the restart. What has happened here? No idea what's happened. But here comes Fizek. Pushing Bio through that little corner there. He's got to be careful, but he's also on the fresher tyres. He has gone down the inside. Bio and Fizek giving plenty of room to each other. They straighten up. Who's going to be later break? Bio covers it off. Holds on for now. So Fizek can win this race. He just needs to play this. He needs to play it right. We have another yellow flag. We lost Muddy Warrior. He's still going, trying to get a good view. Gives me one there, no wing at all. He's smashed into somebody or into the wall. Oh, and he's going too hot into that corner as well. I don't think there's not DNF on purpose, because that would be very naughty of him. I'll just stay on board just in case he does want to do what anybody else's race ruined by another safety car. Does happen to cause one. There we go, too fast. Also into the pits is Killer Miller. Maybe had contact with him. lots of people pitting already on the restart, but here comes Weizsäcker once again, and looks like he's got him this time. Down the inside, he's up to P2. By a picking on 3 seconds well. Weizsäcker on the charge, he can start closing that gap to win it. This is only a second. DRS will be enabled next lap, 10 laps to go. And I've got to say Weizsäcker is in the best position right now. Finley looked like he probably got another invalidation there as he's trying to get past Joel. There's a bit of contact, but again Finley got to be careful. He's on the fresh tyres, so he's just got to be aware everyone around him is going to be slower. They're not braking at the normal braking point. 16 lap old cars are going to be braking very early. Kenny's just behind. Spectator here in a minute. You can see gap Weizsäcker on the charge. DRS is enabled. We'll go back to Finley because he's going to make the move on Joel, is he? So side by side into turn 1. Joel defends the inside line and keeps hold of P4 for now. We're back to the front. Weizsäcker with DRS now. Looked like he had a fairly good straight line speed set up here. And he might go for the move. Yes, he is. Down the inside he goes. He brakes quite early, to be fair, but he does get the move done. Up to first place now. Weizsäcker can use those 3 cars behind him as a buffer to the rest of the pack. Weizsäcker just sees that. That just needs to drive consistency, and Joel comes across Finley there, I think, and takes Finley out. And that is another safety car, so now that's ruined Weizsäcker's chances potentially. But again, another safety car for another crash. But I have to say, I think that was Joel's fault. Both going in the corner. I think Joel just come across. Maybe didn't know Finley was there. He should have known Finley was there. He's got the arrows to tell him who's around him. And I think Joel's got damage as well. Very surprised if he doesn't. Another safety car. Again, those guys who pitted will be back in it again. Weizsäcker will not be too pleased, but now he is into the pits. He gives up that P1. I'll imagine it'll be softs. And depending on who pits behind him, it's looking good so far. It's on for a good result still. Could even still be favourite. I mean, he's going to come out P5. And that is not bad at all. Again, he just needs to play it patient and cool. Paul up to P2 now all of a sudden. Lenny up to P3 all of a sudden. And Thomas as well. Very topsy-turvy race. So when it's staying in for track position, he's on 17 lap old harms. He's committed to the end. There's Lenny, Paul and Thomas all going for track position as well, and why not? Rhino back up to P6 now, K's P7. Fine defender Richie Chappell. Bio, Killen Miller, Joel, Future Gamer and Dylan. It's the last of the runners. So probably had the same amount of DNFs as last night now. and double the amount of safety cars tonight. And there is a wing on the track there. That could, I think it's, best has that Ferrari, but it's not. Someone is missing an end plate. Let's try and find out who it is. Unless it's, there it is, Joel. Joel is the driver with no end plate. He'll be pitting straight off the bat at the restart. Potentially even retiring pits as well. What are doing? Making contact with Fusion Gamer. Alright, so here we go then, hopefully no more safety cars. We have 6 laps to go when we get round. Winnett leads us, and he is gone. Paul get very slightly on the final corner there. Fizek already jumping Thomas up into P4, and he has got to make these softs work. He's got to balance being aggressive and balance the race as well, because if he does, he is definitely the favourite to win it. I think Rhino staying out on these 4-lap-old Sauce could potentially a mistake, but if he makes them work, again, fair enough. He's got Hayes, fresh Sauce right behind, final fender, up to P7. Donovan Thomas is damaged or just struggling with the old tyres. He's lost 4 positions to the soft runners already. Richie Chappell is next in line. Killer Miller in the top 10 currently. Can Winnett's Paul or Lenny hold on the advances of Fizek? But I think it's a long lap round here, so there's going to be plenty of chances. 6 laps doesn't sound like a lot, but around Singapore it is a lot of racing. And here we go, really flat out around here and then try and take Lenny. Will make some mistake. It gives Rhino the opportunity to get Fizek And run it up to P4. Does cut the corner, so that's going to be another validation. And Isaac doesn't need to panic just yet. There's still plenty of racing. Guys to the front are going to be slow. As long as Winnets is still leading, the cars ahead are going to be slow. 20 laps now on these hards. They're going to be around about 40 to 50% wear. I would say we have no yellow flag. That's fusing the game up. John is in the pits again. He's not enjoying himself out there tonight. Isaac risking the track limits there, potentially got a warning. Again, it is literally anybody's race at this stage. Another yellow flag, we lost Killer Miller. And please tell me that's not going to be another safety car. I think we finally got away with it. DRS is enabled, so even Paul could get a win here. Tier 3 champ. It's not going to happen this season though. It does not look like. Here he comes in the Williams, reserving in Tier 2 tonight. He's going to take the lead of this race. With 4 laps to go, Winnett's going to go for the switchback, but Paul will have the inside line for the next corner. Winnett's round the outside. Will he have the more grip? Yes, he will. On that side of the track, he does have the more grip than McLaren and Lenny as well. Forgot to. Paul gets a switchback on the switchback. Then he goes for a move down the inside, and he has crashed. That is the podium chance gone for Lenny. I have to watch that one again. Very, very unfortunate, Lenny. So Rhino now in a very good position. Paul has that penalty. When it's behind him, we just picked up another penalty. We'll be holding these guys up, but for how long? Probably not very long. Kay's having a really good race as well. P5, final friend Thomas hanging in there. P7, he's doing a good job on these mediums. They're going to be screaming at the end. But here comes Rhino down the inside. Looking to continue the podium streak. And now up to P2, Ken Isaac. Follow him through here. This will have the DRS, but look at the traction Isaac has. And now Isaac into the podium places. And he potentially going for a move on Rhino. Is he down the outside? Round the outside, sorry. When it touches the back, may have damaged Kay's trying around the outside now. When it's as he capitalises on that mistake. Very nice. Fine defender. Just about getting involved. When it's down to P5 now. Committed to the strategy. Not sure he's got damage. Still may pay off. So Paul in the lead by 1.4 seconds. He does have a penalty, so Rhino is in net P1. Look at his ERS, he's got no ERS. Again, Isaac is the favourite here. Really be good to see if Isaac win his first race. 7GR. We'll have a quick look at penalty. I know I keep it a secret normally, but lately I have to keep checking because the game likes to mess things up recently. So here we go, and Rhino will not have DRS. Isaac with 50% more ERS. He sees that light flashing and he's going to go for it here. And look at that, so easy. Rhino's just left himself wide open, no ERS. And on track at least, I think Kays might even have, oh no, Kays is on low on ERS as well. Oh, given everything, so Isaac now in the lead of this race as long as he doesn't get any penalties. It is 5 seconds to lose now. In a very comfortable position. It's holding on for P5 as things stand. Dylan not off pace. As far the defender makes a mistake, so that gives Dylan a chance to catch up maybe. Lost about half a second. Fire defender. As Richie Chapel going for the move on Thomas as he's down in the side. Thomas gives him plenty of room, but Richie doesn't quite fully commit to that. So there we go, Isaac in the DRS range of Paul now. And surely Isaac. Oh no, Isaac round the last corner has spun. So literally just looked away for half a second. And that is the win out the window for Isaac. That is heartbreaking for Isaac. That was surely going to be his first win. And now it's out the window. Kays gets past Rhino here. Just before the DRS as well. And now Kays could even potentially win this. Let's have a look at the penalties. No, Kays 6 seconds, so it is Paul. Paul could win this now. Just got to stay ahead. It is all on track battles now. Richie gets past Thomas finally for P7, but Isaac. Oh, that's very disappointing. So can Paul hold on for this win? He's got a lap and a half to go. It was a last minute call in. Probably had no practice. So a very good job. He's sort of pulled it back now. He's in P4. Took the penalties once again. Kays in P2, but he's got that extra 3 seconds. So Rhino's got that P2 in the bag as long as he doesn't get another penalty. Win it as well. On for the podium. As you can tell, these Sauce are dead now. Even Winnett's 25 lap old Haas has just managed to just keeping up. And now we can see a move here from Rhino. I think Kays maybe just let him pass that. Very strong result for Red Bull. Dylan on for a good result as well. Richie again in the points. Isaac down in 8th now. Thomas going to score some points hopefully. It's Kays and Rhino switch positions again. Yes, Rhino made a mistake here. Head into the final few corners here. Paul looks like he's got this wrapped up. A very good performance from him tonight. as he comes round the last corner. Unless he does a Fizek, it is his. And it's a tier 2 victory for Paul. Very good. Kays will finish P2, but he drops down to P4. Rhino and Winnets take that podium, as Winnets finishes less than a tenth behind Rhino. Fine Defender just misses out on the P4. Dylan with a really good P6. Richie misses out by, again, barely nothing. P6 there. Fizek so unlucky not to win this race. Thomas, and then Bio will come home, pick up that final point. Lenny was running high up in P3 as it's just started raining here on the final lap. So lucky there wasn't another safety car, that would have been even more drama. Wet weather. Joel's going to do some donuts. Congratulations on your P2 in the championship, Joel. Well, actually, Rhino's had closed that gap dramatically tonight, so it might not even be P2 for Joel now. But there we go then. Paul is your winner tonight. Rhino picks up the fastest lap as well. Winnets completes the podium. Kays, Fine Defender, Dylan, Richie, Fizek, Thomas, Bio, and then Lenny, Joel are the rest of the finishers. Fusion Gamer, Caleb Miller, Finley, Muddy, Toe, Fawn, and Fresh Poe. Your DNFs tonight. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow we are at Bahrain, which will be another really good race for Tier 3. That one's wide open for the championship. Only 2 rounds to go. Looks like it is going to be Poe or Unknown to win that one. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll bid you